Hello everyone, I am V Rakshita from CSC Cyber Security Department first year, and today I will be explaining how to do the 10th experiment in Introduction to Machine Learning, which is the implementation of K-means clustering algorithm for customer segmentation. Basically, clustering is an unsupervised learning algorithm wherein the data, whichever data is provided to us, is basically an unlabeled data set, and this data given to us is separated into clusters or groups or classes based on the similarity between them. So that is basically clustering. Now the main objective of the experiment is to segregate the given data and the given customer data based on their annual income and their spending score, how much they spend. Based on that we are going to segregate them. So how we are going to implement the program is that this is like a short description of how the program is going to be implemented. Firstly, we have to import all the libraries. Then we have to load the data set. Here the data set we'll be using is the mall customer data set. And then you have to determine the number of clusters using the K-means algorithm. And then you have to build a model and predict. And then finally you have to visualize the clusters using a graph. So this is the Python code for implementing the K-means algorithm. So firstly, you have to import the necessary libraries, importing Panda library, importing matplotlib.pyplot, and from sklearner cluster, we are going to import k-means. Now we are going to read the data set using panda.read CSV, which is the mall customers data set as I mentioned earlier, and we are going to store it into a variable. And then using data.head and data.info, I'm going to read the first five rows. So basically, these two are just to see what kind of data is present inside the data set so that we can plan our subsequent actions accordingly. What kind of actions we're going to perform on the data set to implement the k-means clustering algorithm. And now we're going to declare an empty list, which is the L is equal to empty list we're declaring here. And now I'm opening a for loop between 1 and 11, the range. So it iterates from 1 to 10 actually, 1 before the stop value. Now I call the k-means function, and it consists of two arguments, in clusters and init. So in clusters, so basically what I'm trying to do inside the for loop is that I will be classifying the given data set into I number of clusters. So first one cluster, two clusters, three clusters, so on up to 10 clusters. So basically the given data, I'm first having all the data as a whole into one cluster. Finally, each cluster I'm going to segregate into each data I will be segregating into one cluster. And then I'm going to measure the error which happens due to this, and I'm going to plot a graph and find out which is the best best possible cluster. So basically k means is I'm passing I into the n clusters attribute of the k-means function. So each time it's going to segregate the data as 1, 2, 3, so on up to 10. And in it I'm giving k-means plus plus. Now I'm fitting this data dot iloc of is 2 comma 3 is 2. I'm going to fit this data into the k-means, this variable which I declared here, this model. I'm going to fit it. And then k-means dot inertia is nothing but the error which is occurring due to separating into this in so many clusters. So this each error, every time how much of an error I'm getting because of segregating into a given amount of clusters, I'm going to store it in the L list. That's why I declared it as an empty list, because they want to store the error into them. Then after this, I'm going to plot a graph between the range 1 comma 11, which means in the x-axis I will have the range of values from 1 to 11, and on the y-axis I'll have the L list, whatever values I have in the list I'll have all those. And plot dot show, so basically they will plot a graph will be plotted. So this graph, you can see here in the next picture, this graph actually looks like an elbow. So this is actually called as the elbow curve. And basically the value, the wherever the graph points the least value, that will be the number of clusters which is optimal. So here, as I've mentioned here, elbow curve identifies 5 as the ideal cluster count. So what I'm going to do after this is that I'm going to again declare this k-means function. I'm going to call it again, but this time I'm going to give a definite value which is 5, which I found from the elbow curve. So after that, I'm going to fit the data, and after fitting the data, I'm going to predict. I'm going to give the same, and I'm going to predict it. So this is basically the idea of implementing k-means clustering. And then after this is just plotting the graph, scattered plot of all this. That is what is happening here. So data of clusters is equal to 1. All this is because now these values df0 is equal to data of clusters is equal to 0, like that, because clusters, they are not given a proper name. So we are just writing it as cluster 0, cluster 1, cluster 2, cluster 3, like that. And then plot dot scatter. So all the scatter plots, whatever we are having this, all these statements here, they are generally for plotting a scattered plot, which I will be showing in the next slide. We can see the scattered plot here. How the given data is separated into different clusters. So the clusters are visually distinct in annual income versus spending score plot. So each data set, based on the similarity between them, they have been separated into different clusters, and we are using different colors to separate them so that it's easier to identify. For the first one, I'm using pink color, then green, yellow, blue, gray, and we are going to show the plot finally. So this is how we basically implement the k-means clustering algorithm using Python. And so this is the result, as I already showed you. This one is the result of the data.info. So from this we can see how many null values are there, etc. This is the elbow plot, and this is the scattered plot, the clustered final cluster data. Now basically, what are the applications of clustering? Why clustering has to be done? It's applied in many fields, although it's not very well known. So firstly, for customer segmentation, the example we did here itself, grouping clusters by behavior, income, various categories, we're going to group them for that. And market segmentation, defining market subsets for product targeting, what kind of products you need. Image segmentation, you know, computer cannot identify images like us, so it can use these strategies to separate image elements based on the similarity between them. Anomaly detection, document clustering, organizing the documents, fraud monitoring. So these are the general applications of clustering, and they have a lot of use in the modern times. Thank you.